Okay, so today I am going to talk about the rule of 72. So what is the rule of 72? Well, the rule of 72 is actually it's a very simple and powerful formula that you can use to analyze the viability of a capital investment. Now, there's two purposes that you can use it for. You can use it to determine how long it will take you to pay off an asset. That means to double the value of an asset. Or, secondly, what return on investment must the asset give you to pay it off within a certain amount of time? Now, I'm going to go into those examples pretty soon, but let me just explain what are some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages are. It's very simple, it's very fast, and it's very easy to do. Secondly, it's a great tool for comparing different kind of investments with each other. And thirdly, it is very educational. It's easy to communicate. For instance, if you want to buy an asset, to communicate to the staff, this is how you got to the asset and why it's a good investment, and everybody's on the same page. Everybody will then strive to make sure that they reach the KPIs, that you get your specific return back on that. Now, unfortunately, there's a few limitations on it. One of the first limitations would be it is not exact. So it's an estimate. All right. Secondly, not every year you will have the same rate of return in your business, and different market forces interact with your business, that it's not always consistent. So that's another limitation as well. And then thirdly, it's assuming that you buy an asset with cash. Now we can't all do that. Sometimes we've got to go to the bank and take out a loan to buy an asset. So you've got to basically normalize the price of the asset with the interest that you pay on that. And then the fourth limitation is the fact that it doesn't take into account some of the other variables, like, for instance, you don't take taxes into account, and you don't take stuff like depreciation into account. Okay, so let me get to our first example. Let's say, for instance, I am a farmer and I want to buy a tractor. This tractor is going to cost me $100,000. Now, I want to make a quick calculation. How long is it going to take me to pay this tractor off if I know my return will be, so the profit that I'm going to make on this tractor totally for the company is going to be $24,000 a year. So my return on investment is 24%. So I know what my return on investment would be, but I want to now determine how long is it going to take to pay off this tractor. Very easy. I use the rule of 72. I take 72 and I divide it by 24, and that gives me an answer of 3. So that means it will take me 3 years to pay off this tractor. All right, that's very simple. Now, on the schedule, which you can see on the screen here, I've worked it out the 3 years, and this is where I came to. It's not always that accurate. So if it's over 24% return, it will come down in 3 years' time. It hasn't really totally doubled its value, but it's gone up from 100,000 to 190. So it's almost doubling the value. All right, so that's just a quick illustration. Now let's go into example number 2. So in example number 2 is, let's say, for instance, I've got a factory and I am manufacturing drink bottles. Little drink bottles like this, for instance, but I want to create a new product. It's stainless steel. It keeps your product, your water and your drinks nice and cold. You can actually give it to customers. You can put a logo on there. You can make it different colors. So in order to do that, I need to spend $200,000 in my factory for a different plant to make this kind of bottles. Actually, by the way, this is Polaris, and Polaris is a quick shout out for this business. Polaris is based in Mawson Lakes, Polaris Business Development Center, and they are also helping me with a bit of funding for the show. So I've got a bit of a sponsor there. Anyway, so I want to make this kind of bottles that we've made for Polaris with this plant that's going to cost me $200,000. I want to pay off this plant in 8 years' time. All right. So now I want to work out what return must I get on my investment to pay it off within that amount of time. So very easy again. I use the rule of 72. So I take 72 and I divide it by 8. So 72 divided by 8 gives you the answer of 9. So now I know I have to get a return of 9% on my asset to pay it off within 8 years' time. All right? That means for the first year, I'll have to make 18,000 profit. That's 9% over 200,000 gives me 18,000 profit. Okay, so that is the rule of 72. Two different scenarios. You can work out how long it's going to take you to double the value of your investment, or you can work out what return you're going to get. And like I said, it's a really easy, quick, and powerful way to help you with those kind of investments. It's good to compare. It's a nice tool to communicate to your team. Everybody's on the same page. Everybody strive for the same results and KPIs. It's just a great product. I'm about to finalize to finish up this video now, but before I go, if you are more interested in capital expenditure, and there's a lot of little things in the business that you just wish you can get a better handle on to get a little bit more financial clarity, I have actually now launched a new product. I call it Financial Clarity for Business Success. It's an 8-week program, and it's got different modules where I take you through financial statements. I take you through budgets, for forecasting, through capital expenditure, for cash flow planning, how your KPIs fit into your financial strategy. And through this program, you'll definitely, I can guarantee you're going to get a lot more financial clarity out of it. And as we know, clarity is power, and that power is going to set you up for long-term business success. So you are feel free to click on the link below to learn a bit more about this product. You can also get in touch with me. We can set up a quick meeting. I can have a chat with you on the phone or online, whatever, and explain to you what the process is and how it's going to go about. So that is me talking to you about the rule of 72. It's a great little tool to use in your business. And I will be signing off as Johan Zanik, and this is your number man. Ciao.